Hey everybody, snoreforce.com here. I didn't realize my snoring was such a problem until I was 35 years old. I got married a little bit later in life than most people do, I guess. But I used to get to snoring pretty loud. My wife would give me some of those elbow jabs that you guys know about. It's probably why you're watching this video in the first place. But she'd get mad, wake me up because I was waking her up in the first place. We weren't getting enough sleep and we both had to work the next day. And it can cause relationship problems. We didn't get to that point, but it's because I decided I needed to do something about my snoring. And I was just watching this commercial one night about a stop snoring mouthpiece. I ordered it, tried it out, and it worked. So that was the end of the story. So, however, I did start trying out other stop snoring products just to see if I could find something better or try to find the best solution. And it just kept leading me to trying more stuff. And I just decided to start sharing it with everybody on the YouTube channel, because I don't snore anymore. I have stopped snoring pretty much permanently. I haven't really found a cure for snoring. I've just found devices that have stopped it, like the best stop snoring mouthpiece I'm going to reveal later. But I did want to say before I go on that if you do snore at all, even a light snore, just don't mess around anymore. Go get a sleep study done. I didn't even realize you could do that at first. Once I found out, I kept putting it off. Some people are ignorant, some people are just, I don't know, arrogant, or some people don't want to mess with it. They're scared they're going to have to wear a CPAP or something. I do use a CPAP now, but anyways, that's for another video. I'm just saying, don't mess around, go get a sleep study done. It's covered by health insurance. I didn't have to pay a dime for mine because my deductible had already been met for that year, but it is covered by health insurance. It was covered by mine anyway, so. I just want to talk first about how mouthpieces work. They're called mandibular adjustment devices, or MADs if you want to get technical. They pretty much just work by holding your lower jaw out past your upper jaw so that it keeps your airway open at night. Because when you fall asleep at night, your throat muscles relax, your jaw muscles relax, and your airway just gets more restricted. And that's what snoring actually is the sound of air trying to pass through, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know how irritating that sound can be. One of the most mundane mouthpieces out there, I think it's called Sleep Tight, and a lot of these are boil and bite. You just boil it in water for a little bit, and then I think you might run most of them under cold water and then bite down and leave your custom impression. It's supposed to hold your teeth in place. This one's the most mundane because it's not adjustable. You just bite down, and as you're biting down, you're supposed to hold your lower jaw out past your forward jaw or your upper jaw while it leaves the impression. And then you're pretty much done after that. So that's one of the reasons this is one of my least favorite mouthpieces. It's just not very adjustable. And my teeth actually popped out of this one really easy, and I was just sleeping with the mouthpiece in my mouth, which was a little bit scary. But that one I wouldn't even try it. I think it's called Sleep Tight. Hopefully they don't get mad at me. But some of them are adjustable, like this Vital Sleep one. One thing I didn't like about this one is it comes with a little tool it uses screws to run the lower jaw up. You just adjust it a little bit each night until it stops your snoring, and then just leave it. But I didn't like this one because I usually need the lower jaw out as far as I can possibly get it. And the farther out I got, the flimsier it got. You can see it's kind of loose. And same problem with this one. My teeth just pop out of these and go under or over. Defeats the purpose of the mouthpiece. So out of all those though, the adjustable ones and everything, I'd say the second best stop snoring mouthpiece is a Snorer X. You actually just pop it and adjust it real quick. It's a boil and bite one, but it's actually bulky enough that it kept my mouth open wide enough that it didn't pop out as bad as these other mouthpieces. But anyways, another one out there, it's not really a mouthpiece, it's called a tongue stabilizing device. Good Morning Snore Solutions. I tried that one out too. If you look at my YouTube channel, I do have individual reviews of these mouthpieces. I did try out Good Morning Snore Solutions. It just works with the plate against your teeth. It's got a little suction cup you press to create suction. It holds your tongue out between your teeth, and that's supposed to keep your airway open at night. And speaking of tongues, my least favorite mouthpiece out there is actually Zypa. I was pretty disappointed in that one because they have so much advertising and Shaquille O'Neal's behind it and all that, yada yada. I was pretty pumped up for this one. I was hoping, oh, here's a mouthpiece I can really promote and stand behind. It's probably going to work good. They've got a good marketing system, and their claim to fame to be unique is their tongue strap, which holds your tongue down. It's supposed to keep your airway open, but it actually made me gag quite a bit. It was hard to swallow. it was just really, really uncomfortable, and I still snored with that one in. Even when I was sleeping on my side, I snored with the Zypa in. You can see my individual Zypa mouthpiece review on my YouTube channel. You should subscribe, by the way, because I'm going to have a lot more content about my CPAP and sleep study and all that, because I don't snore anymore, so I can really help you out with all that if you subscribe to my channel. So another thing about Zypa before I go on was I wanted to get my money back because I wasn't going to use the mouthpiece anymore, and they absolutely did not respond to my emails. The number you call is bogus. They just did not respond at all. I even sent the mouthpiece back in anyway with a note in there saying I wanted my money back. The product didn't work for me. I wasn't going to use it anymore. Just not a very ethical company all the way around. I was really disappointed. So dun, 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 dun. It's time to get to the best stop snoring mouthpiece out there. In my opinion, from my experience, it is Zquiet. If you've done any research on mouthpieces, you came across this one. You're actually supposed to store it in this little container with it open like that. It comes with 2 different sizes. Let me explain the sizes first. You can see here. This one's out of the box, ready to use one. You just rinse it off. And then you can see they just advance your lower jaw out at different degrees. I have to use the one that advances your lower jaw out the most. And then once I have that one, I just need the storage container for one. You're supposed to store it open because you don't want it to lose that spring, which is what makes this mouthpiece so unique. It's called the living hinge technology, and they have a patent for it. And I tested these mouthpieces out for quite a while, and I couldn't really figure out why Zquiet worked so good compared to the other ones. And then I eventually realized it was because I kept falling asleep. And I mean, once you shove a mouthpiece in there, it kind of opens your mouth up a little bit, and then if you start sleeping on your side and stuff, you want to open your mouth up more, and my teeth just kept popping out of them. Zquiet has this spring or living hinge. The main benefit was that it kept my teeth from popping out, and then another benefit, it's just easier to swallow and stuff, and you can talk, and it's just all around the best mouthpiece out there. There's not much more to say about it. It does get wore out. You're probably going to have to replace it every couple months, but that's a small price to pay to get rid of your snoring, especially if it's causing both of you some problems. I do want to say with all these mouthpieces, they're all going to be uncomfortable at first. If you're a light snorer, you don't necessarily have to use Zquiet. Once you get past the light snoring stage, I think Zquiet's definitely your best bet. But if you're just a light snorer, all these mouthpieces will probably work for you. I'm not a light snorer, but if you're just a light snorer, it's a matter of experimentation. I would start with Zquiet. If you hate it, just send it back. Any of them, you can try them out for a trial period and send them and get your money back, except for Zypa. But there's not much else to say about Zquiet. It's just the best mouthpiece out there. It almost completely eliminated my snoring. I do have an individual review of Zquiet on my YouTube channel. The only time I snored with Zquiet was when I was on my back with my head straight up and down, because then your jaw's just straight down, and it's hard for any mouthpiece to keep you from snoring like that. I think that's even when I snore with my CPAP machine. It's just snoring, but you want to try to at least get rid of most of it during the night. Zquiet almost completely eliminates it. Not quite as good as my CPAP machine, but it's close. But I do want to reiterate that I am not a medical professional. I did get a sleep study done. I noticed a difference with my CPAP machine the first night. I felt more refreshed. I noticed a difference with my Zquiet mouthpiece the first night. I felt more refreshed the next morning. But get a sleep study done. You probably have sleep apnea if you snore. Don't mess around anymore. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be making more videos about my CPAP machine, how it works, how to clean it. I'm going to make some videos about my sleep study experience and how it works, what it measures, yada yada and all that. So please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I actually try these products out. Thanks.